beautiful world.
Now, what I will say about this Clairen Ditto is that I believe the Clairen players will need to learn to love this Clairen Ditto, because I have never heard a Clairen say that they like the Clairen Ditto. It has always been a point of pain for them, because you're always going to be spacing around your own hitboxes, and so much of Clairen's strength comes from the fact that she has the ability to outrange her opponent.
Kicking it on the Delta. We got Jonny Jarko with mask on and Searing Arrow going mask off. 7 ping.
Oh my lord.
Such decadence.
Someone's got the upper hand here, but right now it does not really seem to be Searing Arrow, and is what I would say if it wasn't for these down tilts all across the stage. From coast to coast there, but right now Jonny Jarko still not going to be going down.
They're swinging. Sword's looking like a pool noodle, just going back and forth rapidly.
Yeah, if I had to compare this to anything, it would be closer to those lightsaber fights that you'd have at your friend's house, you know, back in middle school or something. Yeah, they're just swinging that thing, and everywhere on the stage is dangerous.
The move is so randomly generated.
It's so dangerous to be anywhere on the stage.
Dan just sits in a big chair at his home and decides every forward strong tipper as it comes out.
Yeah, Dan decides the Clairen strong tippers, while Trevor decides whether or not he'll randomly reverse it. But in the meantime, Dan is only flipping yes.
Hey, fair's fair. Everybody gets one.
The up tilts, on the other hand, gonna come on through, and Searing Arrow not so happy about how winners went. It's going to be looking to try to crawl their way back up there. In the meantime, Jonny Jarko in a bit of trouble off stage, gonna get tagged by that get up attack.
Oh yeah, you know the Clairen Ditto is serious, and the down airs are hitting in neutral.
I mean,
that could have been hilarious too.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Searing Arrow has been going for so many of these downers. We thought it was just going to be a thing against Loxodon, but instead is simply a thing against everyone, it seems. But in the meantime, Jonny Jarko going to be able to get the upper hand here, and once again, it's these stock 2 Clairens.
It's interesting how Searing Arrow telegraphs that up B ledge grab by going all the way out there instead of just riding the wall.
Right, they're not gonna tipper.
We're just going. Oh, tipper. The tipper decider has spoken, but the game's not over yet. Yeah, that might be it. Roll up? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Searing Arrow up 1-0, but we have seen this scenario before. Gonna need to close out 2 more games to win this set.
Yeah, gonna be able to seal out game number 1 with a charcuterie board of tippers, but in the meantime, Jonny Jarko, after being able to sample the whole thing, I'm not sure whether or not he's going to be ready to adapt.
And again, it's our 3rd Ditto, so we must reiterate, there's not really an easy stage to pick. You just kind of go where you feel like, and it's usually a starter, because starters are naturally going to be the stage that you play in the most, because you have access to them more often, yeah. So you're going to be more comfortable on a starter stage, like 99 times out of 100.
Yeah, and especially a starter stage like Jules Vale with that long middle platform. This gives you more access to movement opportunities, to tech chases, and to the first stock. Oh my god, Searing Arrow's already dead.
I think Rivals 1 had a bit more of a spread of people preferring counter picks, because there are just so many dang stages in that game that they're more likely to find one that clicked with you, and also that there's the ranked mode sucked. So you mostly just practiced by playing on a random stage, which meant you got them all equally. But you still had a lot of Jules Vale and Tower, even so.
Oh, wow. But yeah, I mean, we had a very, very quick stock number 1 go through. And a very quick stock number 1 on Jonny Jarko's side go through as well. And all of a sudden, Searing Arrows showing off why they're first seed of this tournament. But in the end, the F-Strongs continue to tipper. Have we seen a non-tipper F-Strong yet?
I couldn't tell you. To me, all F-Strongs are tipper F-Strongs. It is the strongest move, and that is a strong stock taken at 29.
Yeah, but at 117%, it's not like Searing Arrow has the largest of advantages here. Good tech.
Good. Yeah, teching that in the middle of the downer knockback instead of burning your tech knockout early on a miss.
Yeah, it just goes for the fair tipper on the other hand, and gonna be able to even out that stock count. Still not gonna be able to even out the percent just yet, though, until that up throw comes through. And
it's up throw nation, baby. We're all up throw here.
Percent's not looking even.
Searing Arrow on a bit of a back foot here. Got a real early stock, but that non-tip Rep Strong will send off stage for what could be the last time here. Not able to get the legend time. Jonny Jarko fighting pretty well here, game 2, but has to close the stock out to take the game. And that's it. Right. No tech on that F Strong.
Yeah, no tipper, no tech, and Jonny Jarko gonna be able to take game number 2 on his counter pick.
Don't waste my time.
I gotta say, right? I mean, a lot of the times counter picks really are just going to be player preference, but that was one of those stages where you can really see the comfortability come into play, right? Speaking of which, this is one of those stages that I don't know how many people are actually comfortable on this stage. If you are picking this stage,
comfortable here. This is a big stage.
If you pick this stage, all this tells me is, yeah, you play on this stage all the time because nobody else is picking this.
Yeah, especially without a projectile on Clairen. I mean, you can really get stuck in the mines on this stage without a way to close the gap or get an easy kill.
But right now, looking for the up. You're going to be able to get back to stage. Just skips out on going for that sweet spot. Up throw back air. Not going to kill just yet. That's the huge blast zones of this stage coming into fruition there.
There's
Meantime,
that
Searing Arrow.
Oh, the second one not timed quite right, though. Now Searing Arrow's the one on the back foot off stage here. Going all the way up. Does finally land.
Alright, down strong, not gonna turn, and down throw.
Yeah,
I keep on saying so many
strongs at the wall.
Yeah, I keep saying so many of these down moves, but none of them are the right one as Jonny Jarko's first stock goes down there. Searing Arrow almost going down right here. Back air, gonna send the Clairen very high upwards, almost certainly not gonna turn to a kill until the tipper.
The tipper decider has spoken.
Oh my lord. That move hits so far below ledge. I'm surprised every time, but I feel like tippers should never be a surprise at this point. Alright, forward strong starts things off. But another forward strong.
Tipper gives Jonny Jarko a chance to have that one not tipping, and we are back on stage.
And once again, you know, it's just a matter of actually getting that stock fully taken out here. Jonny Jarko looking for the F strong in neutral. Not going to be able to get much off of that, though. And Searing Arrow still continuing with these edge guards.
Yeah,
but
didn't need a decider for that one. That was right on the money.
Yeah. So many of these stocks have been taken with these F-Strongs, right? Whether it be the tipper or non-tipper, it's just a matter of who can get the F-Strong in the right position.
In Clairen's society, you're gonna have strong for the beef.
Yeah, because otherwise, how are you killing on this stage?
Oh, no fun allowed, but invincible, so no knockback deal. This anti-projectile field does not mean a whole lot in the context of this matchup.
One downer to start things off. Not going to turn into much more than that. And yet another tipper F strong.
Thank you, Mr. Decider.
Yet another stock. So that is all of Jonny Jarko's stocks being taken with tipper F strong. I believe Searing Arrow also did the same, but oh boy.
They're swanging and banging.
Yeah, they're definitely swanging.
That sword's coming down. Dropping the hammer on him.
Up strong.
Got
No,
that shield
not
out right on time. And now Searing Arrow's gonna be the one fighting out of the corner.
I almost certainly expected a forward strong, but right now looking for the opportunity, looking for the
Everyone's
grab.
No jump, I believe. We're going high. We're going higher. Oh,
Oh,
Tipper
not in this game.
had a rough deal with that one. It didn't even get to hit in the first place.
Yeah, up strong maybe, but forward strong absolutely not in this game onto Clairen. But up air, not gonna Tipper just yet. We might still need to see the F strong come out.
And so it shall be 2-1 for Searing Arrow.
And just like that, with a billion Tipper F strongs being thrown into the sunset, there goes Searing Arrow in game number 3. All right, so game number 4, you know, we're slowly starting to, oh my god, so we've gone from the largest blast zone stage possible to the smallest one, because, so Rockwall tells a very different story from Fire Capital. Fire Capital says, I play on this stage all the time. Rockwall says, I'm gonna cheese the hell out of you.
I'm gonna swing the big sword, and those Tipper F strongs, they're gonna kill us. 0 this time.
Oh my god. Tipper Decider already looking to give Jonny Jarko some love here, but right now still needs to find a way how to get that initial neutral win because Searing Arrow still very much in the lead.
Yeah, good patience on that top flat here. Just waiting for Jonny Jarko to throw those whiffs out. Oh my god. And when the get up attack, Tipper reverses. It's all going downhill here for Jonny Jarko, but a bit aggro from Searing Arrow, missing that back air and having to improv this kill and doesn't quite get there.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, Tipper F-Strong still not coming in, but we're seeing the thing starting to get swung.
Tipper Decider putting in work on the back air this time.
Alright, but that's one Tipper Nair, not gonna turn into the kill just yet, but oh
that
lord.
was in fact the tip that time. We're evened out. Searing Arrow just not able to navigate the offstage scenarios, not comfortable riding the wall, and ends up in these weird situations where he can't get a tech out.
In the meantime, Jonny Jarko in a bit of trouble, stuck on the platform for a little bit, but still able to keep his wits about him. Nair not going to turn into much more than that. I'm almost certain that if that turns into a Tipper Nair, it's the F-Strong immediately. You have to be so careful, even at these earlier percents, because on a stage like this, it could turn into so much more.
Oh my god. Every forward strong swing, you never know what's going to happen. It's as even gets for game 4 here.
And no Tipper just yet. Forward strong, not going to kill.
I don't think we need a Tipper for that one, but the air dodge is coming out here.
Forward strong. Oh wow, still no Tipper.
Alright, good DI to not get forward strong a second time here. Both of them avoiding getting thrown off stage and forward strong. But you can't avoid it forever. Still not killing.
Avoid it forever. But we're sure that this is the stage with the close blast zones, right?
I mean, sometimes that move just doesn't kill.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably ended up using a resource getting tempered against the wall like that. Awkward situation. Very close to even, but you never know how long it's going to take Clairen to actually get a kill on someone until it happens.
Not very long at all, it seems. You know, Tipper F-Strong going to be the great equalizer, but yet another one of those Tippers not going to turn into too much extra damage here. But 21% isn't really much to scoff at. Remember on Rockwall, this is one of those stages where it really is a matter of it's not over till it's truly over.
I mean, yeah, you can have one Clairen at 51 at 150, and Tipper F-Strong's going to kill both of them. If you're Searing Arrow, though, you'd like to see that Tipper F-Strong sooner rather than later. That would be the last move you'll need to win this at.
Yeah, looks for that tipper F strong. Not going to be able to
Really
get a
wants
second
it.
opportunity. Man, I think I know what Searing Arrow wants. Oh, hold on.
Too damn bad, because it ain't about Searing Arrow right now. We're going to game 5.
So we knew what Searing Arrow wanted, but Jonny Jarko had one thing in mind, and that was murder.
Big Brother got the controller all of a sudden and put a quick end to that stuck. Approximately 17 down air sends us to a decisive game.
Yeah, and just like that, game number 5, best of 1 territory, exactly as it should be in the Ditto. And game number 5 going to go to Merchant Port. This is going to be a very, very different sort of game. It's just going to be a matter of neutral on neutral instead of going for those super, super early kills. All right, and right now it seems to be a lot of the neutral air coming in as Searing Arrow going to be able to pick up the early lead. Very not happy about how that last game ended, but right now it's a matter of channeling that anger into something productive, as Jonny Jarko might actually have been the one to run away with this one.
Yeah, really good lead refresh there by Jonny Jarko, grabbing that one at pretty good percent. Definitely making the most of the opportunities given here. Falling back into his set. Being down for most of it, but now up at the very end here.
Yeah, no double jump available, but no double jump needed, as Searing Arrow is starting to throw out these charge strongs. Just really, really wants to stock as quickly as possible.
It's not about a follow-up after these get-up attacks. Eventually the get-up attack's gonna miss, and it's like you get, what, 6, like a couple percent per rep, and there's the forward strong.
There's the forward strong, no tipper needed, no taper available, but in the meantime, Jonny Jarko still not going to be, you know, overswept by Searing Arrow's momentum.
Yeah, you can see that Jonny Jarko is doing a much different thing than just get-up attacking, waiting for the upbeat to finish, and then getting much more substantial punish.
Oh,
and
no.
then SDing, and all of a sudden, that is tournament stock for Jonny Jarko.
Potential tournament stock here, but right now goes for one F throw. Not going to be able to get much more off of that, though. Searing Arrow looking to run away with this as much as possible now that Searing Arrow doesn't have to be the one just throwing out random strongs. It's going to be much harder for Jonny Jarko to get in.
Shield getting kind of low for Searing Arrow here. Gonna have to regen it, taking a vacation off stage, but drops shield at just the exact wrong moment. We are at last stock apiece game 5. Searing Arrow on the driver's seat ever so slightly, but it's really been Jonny Jarko who's had the momentum for most of this game.
Yeah, took that vacation off stage, but did not get that vacation time approved, unfortunately. And Searing Arrow now still in control, but Jonny Jarko in a much better position than we thought this game was going to be in just a minute earlier.
Top Platter Merchant not working out for these up throw confirms, just making everything a lot more awkward here. Searing Arrow still really has not quite figured out how to edge guard their own character here. That ledge get up attack not really leading to anything substantial. This is the rinse and repeat scenario. And a quick 6%. But really, Jonny Jarko has no reason to stop doing this until finally the backer comes out, providing a reason to act a little differently. And it's just another ledge get up attack. There's no like wavelet on stage or attempt to use an aerial, so like it was a bit of a scary situation, but Jonny Jarko was never going to die there because Searing Arrow doesn't have a kill.
Searing Arrow does not have a kill until the tipper F strong. The name of the game, the name of the set, the name of the series has Searing Arrow going to be moving on here.
Brutal SD, but good set from Jonny Jarko, especially getting to that game 5 in the first place.